Hi, it's Miles Red Songbird, Miles Red Birdsong, Evangeline in New York City. Let me get started. Some of the issues in the world are the sun, the 5G, which is urgent, it's a higher power, they want to connect your consciousness to artificial intelligence. I did a video with the details of this, two of them, I believe. So you can see it on my Miles Red Birdsong YouTube channel for the details of this. But this is really dangerous. In Switzerland, there's CERN, which is a research institute, the European Organization for Nuclear Research. They're endangering our world. Okay, then issues are Bilderberg Trilateral Commission, the Council on Foreign Relations. They are insidiously running the world. Paul Revere, Alex Jones, my husband in a past life, exposed these people 20 years ago. He's been telling us about them for 20 years. So was he rewarded? No, they banned him from social media for talking about it. The CIA, Gurinder Singh, my Jesus Christ's husband, uses ex-CIA for security. He's a guru, and Santa Claus, and the Buddha, and the Royal Japanese samurai soldier. He was that too in a past life. He was also the Supreme Allied Commander in World War II, Dwight David Eisenhower, who was also President of the United States. That was Gurinder Singh. The military-industrial complex is an issue, and he told President Eisenhower warned us to beware of them when he was leaving office. And we didn't take heed, so now they've grown all powerful. And they have to do with this 5G nightmare. Pedophiles and homosexuals in Hollywood are issues of the day in this country. Banksters. I was in the Big Apple Bank trying to get a loan one day, and they said, we don't make loans to small businesses. I said, what? Well, what do? You're a bank. And she said, we make investments. And I said, oh no, that changed. That didn't used to be that way. That sounds bad. Okay, then you have immigration, legal and illegal immigration is the issue. Legal issue, people coming from the third world countries can't speak English, illiterate, don't like our culture, have no interest in integrating into our culture, just want the money that they can make here. And the illegals, of course, you understand, they commit crimes and they're really bad. And vote fraud, they vote terrible. Okay, issue of the day, Jesus Christ and Mary, Nature Boy. That's a song by Nat King Cole. And Gurinder Singh, Jesus Christ, was Nat King Cole. Okay, Herod, Gary Bird, Hitler, Stevie Wonder, Jews. These are issues of the day against Jesus Christ and Mary. Herod, you see these people are still around. You see that, don't you? And Hitler is also Judas. And the Jews who sold Jesus Christ out to death. Pontius Pilate is Luciano Lowe. Pilato, that's Michael Bublé's wife. He's still around in a she form with yellow hair and everything. Can't please everyone, got to please yourself. That was Ricky Nelson sang that. The song was called Garden Party. And Gurinder Singh was Ricky Nelson. Now my first husband, Edwin Birdsong's idol was Ozzie Nelson. He liked the way he lived his life, being around the house. He didn't go out to some job and stay away all day. And that's what Edwin did. Edwin stayed around the house wherever he was living and did his work in the house. Nature Boy, like I said, Nat King Cole sang that. It's a wonderful song. I listened to it twice today. It's on video. Supernatural, speaking of nature. That's an album Edwin Birdsong and I did, my first husband. And he has a song in there, called I Love You, Michelle. Yeah, baby. He has a song on, I think this is What It Is album. Do what you want to do when you want to do it. Because I believe in the spirit of do. And this is what I said, Edwin admired Ozzy. Gurinder Singh was Ricky Nelson. Edwin, I move with the Edwin said to me, I move with the spirit. Then he writes the song Spirit of Doo. I tweaked it, but basically he wrote the song more than I. He put more into it than I did because I was turned off by the title. Because growing up, to me, doo was shit. So as he's saying, I believe in the spirit of shit, you see. His mother said she had surrendered him when he was born, Edwin, to God. Okay, and we met in Central Park, Martin Luther King morning rally, 4 days after he got shot on my birthday. We had a courtship. He took me to Roy Ayers to have my picture taken for Roy with my niece Benita Long and Roy Ayers' first solo album, Stone Soul Picnic. We got married at the Chambers Brothers' house in Stamford, Connecticut, in their recording studio. Then we went to reception at St. John University where the brothers were doing a gig and they called us up on the stage and the audience flipped because we were still wearing our wedding clothes. It was really fun. Then together we started writing together, and so we wrote What It Is and Supernatural, those two albums. I'll show you pictures. That's a picture of What It Is, the front. That's the back. And this is a picture of Supernatural. Okay, then we bought a house in Hollis, Queens. And, what was I saying? Oh, we have babies. Pneumonia. His sister visited. She tells me her husband said Edwin has a girlfriend in Manhattan. I didn't believe them. When we had no money, I called one of my old boyfriends, Willie Davis of the Green Bay Packers, and asked and hit him up for some money. He didn't answer me. And then he bought a radio station in Houston. Edwin got mad and said, you gave him the idea, talking about we're in the music business. At the time, I didn't know I was an idea maven. Edwin didn't tell me that. Edwin's father dies. We go to the city of Los Angeles for the funeral. And then Edwin's childhood friend comes over and talks to me. He says, you got him on a pedestal. I don't think you know him. When he used to play in church, he would half-ass did it, you know. And it didn't work. I still, thought he was, Edwin was almost God. Except one day I asked him if he'd stay with me past death, and he said no. But he died, and he still talks to me in my ear. He wants me to write a musical about him so I can get the credit he never gave me. And he can go to the Robin's womb. Right now he's got bad karma because he owes me for withholding my credit and my money. Same thing, Stevie Wonder got the same problem, only he's not dead. After he moves out and the kid, So then Edwin had a baby by another woman, and we had a big fight, and then he moved out, and the kids were sleeping one day, and this song is appropriate. Luther Vandross explains, a house is not a home when there's no one there but gloom. And that was Gurinder Singh was singing that to me to explain my position. He was Luther Vandross. Okay. Then Edwin on the Supernatural album was singing to me. He said, told you so, make you mine, told you so, want to be a rising sign. See, because he, I heard his toe, told you so. You hear the word toe? We had an argument and I flung a chair and it hit his toe. And it swelled up so black. I never saw anything that looked so awful. I felt so bad. So anyway, the reason he did this album song saying told you so, make you mine was because when we first met, he said he was going to marry me 10 minutes after we met. And I said, marry you? I wouldn't even go out with you. I mean, he just looked like an ordinary dude, you know. He was nice looking. He had a great fro. Loved that fro. But he wasn't my type. I was dating people like Willie Davis and Dr. Donald Bean and Stokely Carmichael, you know, and a Pakistani engineer. I wasn't dating poor guys, you know. My mother told me you can fall in love with a rich guy just like you can a poor guy. But when it came time to get married, I wouldn't marry a rich guy because I didn't want him lording it over me that he was rich, and I didn't want to feel like a prostitute. Somebody taking money for sex and not doing anything. So I compromised with Edwin. It was perfect because he was very needy. He needed lyricists. He needed somebody to plait his hair when he would decide he wanted to plait his hair. He needed somebody to make him costumes. He needed somebody to help him get airplay. I did horoscopes for the program directors and disc jockeys at the radio station so they would play his record, and I turned him on to being a vegetarian. He needed somebody to make him healthy. You see, so he needed me. So this is good. I like being needed. I don't want to just be a trophy wife. So that worked out. And this song where he says, I want to be your rising sign. Now that he's gone, I'm rising because I'm able to tell the truth about him. Whereas when he was alive, I was hesitant. I didn't want to hurt his feelings. I didn't want to embarrass him. I didn't want to this. I didn't want to that. You know, I had all these hang-ups about it, and I didn't tell him. And so now he tells me from the grave, although he's not in the grave, he's told me to write a musical and tell everything that I did so I can get my credit so he can be released and be free to go into Robin's womb when she gets married and become her child. Now this says, I want to be a rising sign. He was a Leo Virgo. That was his sun sign. Gurinder Singh is a Leo. And Adam, I'm Adam's Madam Eve. Adam is a Virgo. So that's Edwin, Leo Virgo. It's all connected. And remember, there's no such thing as a coincidence, so don't just discount these connections I'm finding. My mother tried to kill me. She had coal black, shiny, beautiful hair. She turned me on. She French braided our hair, and she was Shirley Temple curls. So she put when I was one of the attendants to the Queen of Birdhouse School. My mother put Shirley Temple curls in my hair, and it took her a long time. And I felt bad, but I hated them. I mean, I was a big girl, you know. And then I found out that she was Jindara Renzinger, she was Shirley Temple. No wonder she put the curls in. That's what she wore. I didn't know that, but I try not to let her know how stupid I felt, big as I was and old as I was, with Shirley Temple curls. And then Frida Coleman, the Queen, looked so current, so modern, so beautiful, so contemporary, so wealthy. I really felt like a frump beside her in that convertible. We went through the town waving to the people. Okay, what else? If you hear this song, I Want to Be a Rising Sign, and I Love You, Michelle, on the Supernatural album, the harmony is fantastic. Okay? And Edwin says, feel the future. And the future he's talking about now is the future. This was 1970. Now is the future he was talking about, where I'm going to rise, and his being my rising sign, his death is a signal for me to rise. See, so he's actually being my rising sign. Okay, stop ma. That's the philosophy I'm into. Can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with. That's Paul Simon. That was Gurinder Singh projection. After Edwin said to me, if I was a girl, I'd be you. If you were a boy, you'd be me. I knew that wasn't true for me. If I was a boy, I'd want to be Jesus Christ, Gurinder Singh. Jordan Peterson said Jesus Christ is an archetypal perfect man. See, so I want to be him. So that song, Love the One You're With, is applicable to the situation I was going through. And that's what Gurinder Singh did. He was a singer, and he helped me accept my reality by singing to me. I didn't know it was Gurinder Singh, my brother. I didn't know that. I just know I like Nat King Cole, and I like Luther Vandross, and I like all those singers he was. Now, CERN. Physicists and engineers at CERN use the world's largest and most complex scientific instruments to study the basic constituents of matter. Fundamental particles, subatomic particles, are made to collide to get together at close to the speed of light. And that's what goes on. That's what they're doing in CERN. After my mother shamed me when I was 4 years old, telling me she hadn't wanted me, had tried to kill me, I ran back down in consciousness to the subatomic particle level in her womb to light, to be Mama and her husband. Right, when I came out of the womb, she said, take her away. She's too light to be Mama and her husband. So she knew I was the other man. God. Good daughter. She had intercourse with. The man a whole lot of colored people looked up to. Reverend Dr. Wilbur Daniel in the Lion Den, the pastor of St. John Baptist Church, who integrated the graduate school of the town, Clarksville, Tennessee, college, Austin Peay State College. He integrated the graduate school of Austin Peay State College, now Austin Peay State University, I think. I think that's right. So when I was 4, my mother told me when the RN handed me to her, she said, no, take her away, she's too light, just like my blood father, and just like my father, the sun, the light of the world. See, I had his DNA, no wonder I was so light. I wonder, I always wonder. I didn't know who, I wonder who wrote the Book of Love. That's a counterpart to my identity. Just like CERN is a counterpart to my going to the subatomic stage in the womb. And I didn't blow up. If I had exploded, CERN would have exploded. That's why the masters say there's always a master on the earth, otherwise we'd burn ourselves up. So the master kept me from burning myself up, and hence CERN burning up and the world burning up. You see, because CERN is my counterpart, or I am CERN, somehow like that. I didn't know who my real fathers were at that time. I just thought, presumed, took it for granted that I'd done something very wrong to be born too light. So light, my mother didn't want me. She didn't want to see my face. She rejected me. I was rejected by my creators. My mother and father created me with the egg and the sperm. See her energy at store, S-T-O-R, store, center, that's it, center, or saint. Saint ordered mild red. Saint Mild Red ordered herself Radhaswami. See Isaacs in near energy her. See pleasure in near energy her. Near her energy, and that would be in the ear. So I became audio attuned. That's why listening to music was so important to me. And that's why I did listen to music. I listened to Gurinder Singh, be all those different rock stars he was. I listened to Adam sing to me as Michael Bublé and as Elvis Presley and the other rock stars he was. Okay, so Stevie Wonder said, you can feel it all over, children. See Church, Hitler, Judas, Nero, Will. See Church, Hitler, Judas, Nero, Will, Doctor, Energy, in, Concern. So Stevie Wonder was all these guys. He was Hitler, he was Judas, he was Nero. Okay, so see the Doctor energy come in, which is Concern. See Order, North Carolina. See Earned, Concern. Not given. That's me. I had earned the concern of people when I went there. No teeth, having been homeless, not given me a sliver of concern, a polluted river of drivel. They didn't talk to me. They talked around me and over me. Do rival deserve a good word, a rival disheveled? Die, she hell delved. See, I have been in hell, probably smelled. She, me, will. Michelle led the chorus of all wills for 40 plus years. Now she expects talk and share and gets silent tears. She, Isaacs, lent, will, mild red entered. Tears, saint's ears. Okay, so the saint, the guru was there, and he felt my tears. Tears. The each Radhaswami. Gurinder Singh was Jesus Christ. And I was the saint Tulsi Sahib and Guru Nanak, and I was Mary's, Jesus Christ's wife. I didn't know these past lives when I was in North Carolina, and they were snubbing me like that. He knew. Saints talk and share ears, energy, Radhaswami. Radhaswami is Lord of the Soul. Hears, he ears, Radhaswami. So Govinda saying that Guru was Radhaswami. Silent tears alone with her fears. I was shedding silent tears alone with my fears, being alone without peers, because nobody was befriending me. Everybody else was well dressed. Eve will sense energy. Eve, nature's secret store of energy. Saint, Miles Red, ordered energy. Okay, over here. Singh's photo, Jagat Singh, Jesus conscience. This is a photo I'm talking about. Jesus conscious. One time, satsang is. You see that finger? He's telling him one time. He's in North Carolina. You see that? Yeah, you get one time to make a saint feel unwelcome in the court of the Lord. Okay? Jesus conscience as something as Singh. A God as Singh. Actions have consequences. Gurinder Singh closed up the ocean of light, the sky high. Singh Key. Singh, king of the world. So people don't know that either. The ocean of light was the sky high. Close it all except to the Holy Royal Family. Planes banned to all others. CERN closed down permanently. Sea energy, her ended. That's a Z, the end of the alphabet. Her ended. Okay, so I hope you followed that, okay? Babaji locked y'all out of heaven. You had one chance to show concern and you blew it. Babaji, will energy double you wit. He pitched a fit, married, and impregnated you, being me, and sealed it with a kiss as he stood after the show on one foot, paying tribute to your chosen position. See, that's me. See, he did that too for a long time. I didn't even know he'd seen that picture. They see everything. Position, present Ostara, sit and wait. She's sitting and waiting until I, meaning Babaji, order her in your life. That's Ostara waiting. She was Hiawatha. She's with Satan.